Hey guys, in this video we're going to be taking a look at Tenkai Knight's The War Stallion Blastank 2-in-1 set, with 2 exclusive minifigures that come inside the package. Starting at the top of the package, you can see it says Tenkai Knights like all the other packages do. On the side it has works with leading blocks, which is Lego Mega Blocks. You get a quick glimpse of the transformation feature, which turns into the horse part. They don't show the tank area. A nice big graphic of the character plus minifigures. And on the bottom shows the 2 weapons and the 2 exclusives you get with this set. Moving on to the back of the package, it shows you a nice graphic of the tank, how it looks when it's all built together, as well as another picture of the War Stallion. You also get a look at the 2 of the other sets that come out, which is a ship and a griffin. Personally, the griffin to me looks really neat, and I would like to pick that up once I see it. But as of right now, for these medium sets, all I have seen is the War Stallion / Battle Tank, Blastank. I have not seen the Griffin at all. But more than likely, once I do find him in stores, I'll probably pick him up, and hopefully he comes with exclusive toys like the War Stallion does. As you can see here, I have 3 baggies full of extra parts. This is what you're left over with after you build the War Stallion. All these parts here are going to be used for building the Blastank. And I do assume you probably have a few extra pieces here and there for extra in case you do something. But yeah. You want to make sure you either keep the bags that these come with, or have little bags you can keep them in, because you don't want to lose any of these pieces, otherwise you might have problems building up your Blastank later on. The box also comes packaged with 2 guides, one for the War Stallion himself, and then one for the Blastank, so instead of having one big giant book, they have 2 small little books. And as you can see here, it shows you in the back again, different characters you can pick up for the sets, as well as the whole the instructions for building up the Stallion, as well as building up the minifigures as well. Now let's go ahead and take a nice detailed look at what the War Stallion looks all built together in toy form. As you can see here, lots of detail, lots of pieces on it, and it even has action feature guns as well. It does have a lot of joints because a horse does have a lot of moving parts, as well as a person does, but the horse has a lot of parts moving on. I'll show you the articulation a little bit later on. The War Stallion comes with several stickers you can put onto your character. They're all really good detailed on the designs that are on them, but they're also very good on sticking. They're not cheap little stickers that come off. These ones actually have a good, stickiness to them, so they actually hold on really good. Sculpt-wise on this toy, there's really not much sculpting except for a few of the pieces that have some sculpting detail, and the skull, the head of the horse has a nice detail on it as well. Paint job and sculpting. And as mentioned before, this does have working weapons, so let me go ahead and show you how this stuff works. First off, when you get it out of the package, it comes folded up like this. To get it into working order for the actual war tank and horse and all that, all you have to do is just fold it out like this, pop it all the way through, and then once you get that done and set up, all you have to do is just grab the missile that comes with it and stick it right in. You either want to push it in all the way until you feel like a little click. That way you know it's in and ready for the firing mechanism. And the button you have to use to fire this weapon is the 4th button down. Just push the button and it shoots right off. It does seem to have a pretty good firing distance for a toy. Most things I have that have this kind of feature are kind of cheap, but from using this for a little bit, it actually seems to hold up fairly well. The War Stallion also comes with 2 translucent red chains. You can see that they hook up to this mouth part area all the way to the back where the little minifigure can actually take control of them. Not really, but it does lend that into play. These are really neat. All the little chain links are separated, so they do have articulation and have the wavy motion as a chain would actually have. You can see all the nice detail and stuff on his armor, how all the little bits and pieces fit together, as well as his little flame tail as well. You can see the detail sculpted onto the little guns on both sides, as well as the other chain over here. The armor on his legs looks really nice, and his face sculpt and paint job look really good as well, as you can see here. But one problem I have with the face sculpt is that it kind of looks like it's missing his bottom jaw. It would have been nice if they had like an articulated jaw like the Mega Bloks dragons do, but for what this is, it is pretty good, although I would prefer the movable jaw. Now to give you a look at all the articulation on this toy. I'm not going to show every single thing because one leg is going to have the same articulation as the other leg and vice versa. It's kind of pointless to say the same thing over and over, like this leg has this and this leg has this. But his guns are articulated. You can rotate them side to side, back and forth, up and down and all that. Although when you do that, you might have a chance of snapping it off. Although it is easy to put on, but just sometimes they come off when you're messing around with that. But you can see the guns have full range of movement, as well as the top section up here, which is used for, I guess, a cockpit for the minifigure, because it shows it folding down, covering up the mini character when he's in there. And as for the head movement, it has up and down, and then left and right. When you do this though, you want to be careful with the horns. I'm going to show you a little bit about the horns a little bit later on. The neck doesn't really have too much movement, because once you put the back armor on, it kind of clicks in and holds the neck in place. So all the movement you see in this video is pretty much all the movement you'll have, unless you modify the back area by not closing it all the way, holding the neck in place. The legs swing out back and forth, side to side, as well as bend at the knees and at the ankles. But the articulation is a little bit hindered by the armor that he wears, as you can see on the shoulder area. But for the knee and ankle areas, it's not hindered at all. You can have free movement of it, and that's really nice for more dynamic posing and all that. Back legs are pretty much the same way as well, but they're more hindered, I would say, because the armor he wears on his back legs are even bigger. Plus he has more of the gear on the back that prevents it from moving around too much. Flipping his bad boy over to the back side, you can get a nice look at his other articulation, which is his tail, which is just simply up and down. You can move the flames around if you want, but there's really no point to it as I see it. Unless you want to have the flames like facing a different way, like a wind blowing at a feature type of thing. I showed you before how the top area pivots up and down, but I'll just give you a better look at the rest of the detail, or the rest of the articulation on it. How it can go up and down, but it also goes side to side, pivot left and right. It has a full range of movement because of the way it's structured. It's really nice to have so much detail, well, so much articulation in one little area, but it's really kind of unneeded because it's only really for one thing that I can think of. Now on to a few of the issues I've had personally with this toy. First off, the horns here. I have had issues with them falling off pretty easily. When just moving the head around, they kind of fall out unless you get them in there really good and stuck in there. They can tend to fall out if you don't put them in correctly. Luckily during this video I had no issues with them falling out, so that was good. That's also because I had to put a lot of pressure to get them in there really nice and tight. I've also had problems with the hooves of this character coming off. Pretty much whenever I would move the legs around, these parts will fall off. During this video, none of them came off or anything, so I didn't have that issue then, but they do seem pretty fragile or loose, whatever. They have fallen off quite a bit after this video was filmed. For the size of him, he is pretty tall. Compared to a Titan figure and a regular minifigure, you can see he's a lot larger than him. A lot of it has to do with that back armor he has on, but even so, he's still taller than the other characters with just the horse head. Also matched up to the Lego Hero Factory, he is kind of short still. If you were to stand him up on his hind legs, I'm pretty sure he'll be about the same height as the Hero Factory character. Now as mentioned, he comes with 2 exclusive minifigures, and right now we're going to take a look at them. It has an exclusive Leonid with a special deco on it, which is the red and white look to it. He also comes with 2 special weapons, which are 2 large blasters, which do not come with a single pack figure. Other than the original colors and stuff, the deco's still the same on him. The decals are, the decals the same, and the sculpt of the helmet is the exact same as well. It's just that the colors are different, and he actually comes with bigger weapons. The second minifigure that comes out is Dromas, which personally to me is the main reason why I bought this set, because I really like the way this looks, the black and gray look to it, plus the scar on the eye of the fox. This is a repaint of Bravenwolf, because Bravenwolf is red and white, this is black and gray. It's kind of the same deal as Leonid, but Leonid is just a repaint of his own self, his own character. Dromas is a repaint of another existing character, so it's kind of different but also the same. He does come with a translucent sword, which looks really good, as well as his shield and his back cape as well, like pretty much just like Bravenwolf. I'm not sure if it's Bravenwolf's head decal as well. I would assume no because he looks evil, but I haven't seen Bravenwolf, so I can't really compare the two. Dromas also comes with a little handgun as well, so he can use either the shield, sword, or the handgun in his hands. Or he can use a mixture of all of them as well. Now for final thoughts regarding this set. If you're a fan of the Tenkai Knights, definitely pick it up. It's really good and it's a 2-in-1 set, so how can you go wrong with that? You either use the horse or you can use the tank. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a video on the tank or not because it took me a long time to get the horse put together. So I can only imagine how long it's going to take the horse apart and then put the tank back together, But if there's enough people that will actually want to see it, I'll go ahead and do it. I'll make the tank for you guys and review that for you as well. That video probably won't be as long as this one because you already seen the minifigures and stuff, so no use repeating that again. But if you guys want to see that, let me know and I'll try to get on that. If you like the minifigures with the set, definitely pick it up because they're exclusive to the set, and I hope they stay exclusive because one of the figures in another set, which is one of the Guardians, it's included in a smaller set as well because I don't know why. Exclusive should be exclusive to a set because it gives people more reason to want to buy a larger set like this one here. Dromas is only available in this set, and if it was available in a smaller set, I would have picked up a smaller set. Although the horse is pretty nice and the fact that it does transform is pretty cool as well. I didn't mention this in the video, but I figure it was pretty self-explanatory. The two minifigures that come with the set do transform into little bricks as well, just like the other minifigures in this series. So overall, I would have to give this set a thumbs up. I really do like it, and I probably end up getting a little bit more of the other ones later on, like the Griffin and stuff. If you want to buy it yourself, you can pick them up at Toys R Us for the brand new low price of $31.99. I paid $34.99 for mine because I bought mine a few days earlier at the slightly higher price. But if you have the money, you like the characters, you like the way this horse looks, and if you follow the actual cartoon and you know more about this, then you're definitely going to like the set. Especially if you plan on picking up any of the other bigger sets as well. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, hope you come back for more, hope you found this informative on whether or not you want to buy this toy or not. I still think you probably should. Also be sure to check out my other Tenkai Knights videos, which is Titan Mode Ravenwolf, as well as Tributan minifigure. Also be sure to leave feedback whether or not you want me to build the tank for you guys to review that for you all. So feel free to leave a comment with your questions, concerns, or anything. Or if you want to, you can visit the Facebook page, which is listed below in the description. You can leave any kind of comments, concerns, or whatever you want over there as well. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, like I said before. And hope you come back for more. Also, like I said before. See you guys.